Hello everybody, I'm Count Christo and welcome back to the Best of Both Worlds campaign. As promised, I have replayed a section, and so we are now slightly back in time. We justified on Poland a bit earlier, and Japan is just about to finish the Greater East Asian Co-Prosperity Sphere, which I believe they immediately follow up with the Marco Polo Bridge incident. In other words, we have 61 days. Is it 70 days? It's 70, isn't it? Yes. 70 days, 71 days, in order to capitulate. Sorry, this music is way too loud on my end. Shouldn't be on your end, but it's on my end. Alright. That's a bit better. Let's see what we can do to capitulate Poland real quick. So we will put the Kriegsmarine off the coast. No, I've already done that. Good. Our capital ships are here off the coast. The rest can convoy raid in the Baltic. Obviously, I've killed all of the people in the Netherlands. We just haven't actually... Can I go to war economy? No, still not, because our war support is super low. Fair enough. So they couldn't guarantee Poland before we declared this war. Now we can finish the war with the Netherlands, no problem. I'm tempted to spend political power on something like an infantry expert, just to give us a nice boost here at the beginning. Obviously, we'd like to get the army genius as well, but we can't do that just yet. But this would just be very helpful for helping this war go well at the beginning. We do need 150 political power for when we finish our next focus, because we want our next focus to be oppose Hitler, which is when we will actually begin the kind of shenanigans of this run. We've done similar stuff, naval rearmament, extra research slot, all that kind of stuff. But I think I am going to do that, just to give me a more guarantee win here. Now, how are we going to do it? Well, we're going to punch through here rapidly. We also need to take Danzig as soon as possible so they can't get volunteers. Is that right? Like, can you not send volunteers to landlocked people? I'm not certain about that. Our infantry is slightly under strength because I just made them 20 width, but we do have some infantry equipment. I just cancelled a big line of infantry divisions training, so we should be able to get somewhere there. We're going to slow it right down, speed 2. We want to get this right. We will go for a very similar pocket, although it won't be mobile units supported this time. See if we can break in here and here. We can kind of divide them up into 3 sections by cutting down here. Then they've got their main area, the Danzig, and then the Poznan pockets. We've got more infantry than last time. I put more factories on infantry equipment sooner. Everything else pretty much going the same as the first time. Now we've actually started these pushes, we will add the support. Just crush straight across this river before they can reinforce would be the ideal. There's a quick little fight with their destroyers. Shouldn't be a problem. Free dockyards. Really looking forward to building a navy. God, the naval dev diary for HOI4 came out yesterday when they talked about the fact they're going to have naval theatres and stuff. I'm so excited. We should build some heavy cruisers as well. They have better AA, don't they? Anti-air 8, anti-air 10. Yes, so they have a lot better AA because obviously you could have 2 of these for every one of these. Let's build some of those, because obviously we're not likely to have aircraft carriers for a little bit. Send a few more up here. I realise, it may not look like we're not really... Oh, right, the Netherlands is like, what the heck's going on? Yes, I would love the satellite, please, and then we will take all states. And that will not put us above 40, 28, in fact. You can rush your way over here. You'll be faster by sea, probably. So let's just go to Kiel and then sail from there. Now, trade needs refactoring because the Dutch East Indies, the German East Indies, now as they are now called, will provide us all the rubber and stuff we need. Do they have any? I can't remember if they had any tungsten in the previous one. Looks like no. So we'll just get a bit more from Turkey. Obviously, we'll be taking over all of the Balkans in the not-so-distant future, so we'll be able to get lots of stuff from that. And we can get oil from Romania, of course, because we're going to puppet Romania, hopefully. I'm in no hurry to get into the war, because the huge amount of political tree open to us is something I want to make full use of. We're still building mills. There's an argument that says we should switch off that, especially since going to war removes the MIFO bills. So I think we will make a change on that and switch to being all about that civ economy. That looks good to me. Obviously, we won't send any factories repairing. Sorry about that. I live on a road. It's just going to be a part of videos now that occasionally we have loud noises outside. I could try putting like noise-cancelling foam on the window, but I really enjoy being able to see the sun out my window, so I'm not going to do that. We could actually concentrate these guys up here. If I'd been playing smarter, I would have had these guys pre-concentrated on the points you want to break through. But obviously you don't get this impression, but these people arrived at the last minute. Our troops took up these positions only days before we declared this war. Obviously, the shore bombardment not really happening right now because we're not actually fighting on there, but when we do, that will be helpful. Oh, I groaned. I grounded? Ground. It's just ground, isn't it? For grind, but past tense. I ground for the... Is it... That sounds really weird. I got the invader trait again, so we are still in a good shape on that. And I reassigned the same 2 traits. It's a very similar situation to the one we were in before. Let's get some infantry support in here. Good. We could puppet Germany. Maybe I should go for good borders this run. Sorry, we could puppet Poland, I mean. Maybe we should do that. Maybe we should go for good borders. We never do that. Yeah, alright. In this campaign, I'm going to try and establish nice-looking borders. Which will mean probably puppeting part of Poland. We'll take bits of it, obviously. Like here and here. And then we'll... and this area. And then maybe we puppet the rest. That could work nicely. And then I guess we feed... Well, I don't know. It's quite good borders if you just own all of Poland. We're going to puppet most of the Balkans, probably, because we can do some of it. Quite a lot of it via focus. I don't know. I kind of like that idea. Someone was suggesting we should do an EU4 campaign that was a more role play. I think that could be fun. Doesn't really work very well in HOI. At least I don't think it does. But yeah, I think that could be fun for EU4. CK obviously is the ultimate role play one when Holy Fury comes out, which is less than a month away. I will definitely do a roleplay series in CK as well as other series. It's going to be a good time when Holy Fury finally comes out. I've been so excited about that for quite a while. So their anti-pocketing AI is just kicking in here, as you can tell. Let's just move in and close this pocket as soon as we can. And then we'll do something similar on Danzig as well. We want to crush in from this side, of course, to get into Danzig to avoid crossing the Vistula. This is the Vistula, isn't it? I think that's the Vistula. Infantry can just keep pushing towards war score. The motorized infantry, that is. We will probably use motorized infantry this campaign, which I never do, just because their speed is quite nice. That's not why I never do it, obviously. That's why I think we should do it this time. Good. Crushing in from all sides there. No 40-1 miraculous victory this time for the Poles. The Poznan pocket was established as intended. Good. Now, you guys shouldn't be going over there. Let's just extend this attack plan so that we can push in without it moving my troops. Great. Good. Slightly overdoing it on... who's that? Manstein? Yeah, Manstein's army there, but that doesn't really matter. He'll manage. Old Manstein's an adaptable sort. He'll be okay. So we can probably take this province off him. Get some more support in here. Okay, how long we got? Oh yeah, we'll be okay. I think we'll be okay anyway. It looks like we can almost VP rush now with some of these guys, though I would like to just finish off Krakow. Or maybe, here, yeah, oh no, it's a good pocket actually. We could come up here, join up with these guys coming south, which means I need a pin here ideally. So let's grab that. Ah, the cav got away. It's here now, it's inconvenient. But, flat terrain, we can push past it. Should be okay. We do need, of course, to keep the pressure on these guys so they can't reorg while we grab Poznan. Excellent. We will, of course, need to take Danzig, which they are currently trying to break out of what they realise is going to be a pocket. So they've left Danzig wide open. Beautiful. Fair enough, because they're just desperately trying to break down to save their southern troops. But it will be their undoing, even if it is somewhat sensible. Let's see what we can do to pocket Krakow with our totally uncovered tank divisions here. This is a very, very German blitzkrieg-y thing for us to do, to have ludicrously exposed tank divisions charging in without any infantry cover. Very historical of us. Okay. Probably push them back a tile there, just so there's not a gap in our border anymore. Obviously, the concentration of these 5 divisions helping out at the Warsaw pocket is putting us in a slightly dangerous position further north, but it's not the biggest of deals. We will manage. Okay, let's extend this down a bit. Start cutting towards Brest-Litovsk. And reclose the Warsaw pocket, because they're making some moves. We can cut through a little bit of urban terrain in order to get to Krakow. That's not the worst thing in the world. Obviously, don't want to get pocketed down here in the south. If we could just really quickly, from all sides, absolutely hammer these remaining troops, get a little bit of captured equipment. He doesn't have the equipment capturer. What is it? Scavenger. Yeah. But still, overrunning these guys will be good for grabbing some equipment. You probably still get more when you don't overrun, because you do still get equipment from the capitulation. But I don't know. I think it's just easier this way. And then we don't need to close the pocket, but I think I will just for the sake of the borders. Ooh, we got ourselves pocketed over here. Whoops. I use we in a slightly loose sense there. It's okay, we're going to break straight back out. Yeah, you can cut in here. Good. Okay, and you guys, if you could get a wiggle on. The Japanese are about to ruin the international situation by they're having their darn bridge incident. Another little pocket to be closed. How are you not winning that fight? Well, I mean, there are 6 of them, to be fair, but they're multiple combats. They're not reinforced, so should be fine. One of you needs to go north in order to actually just reopen that little area. This tank division's not doing so hot. Maybe this guy could retreat down here. There we go, good. Maybe help secure him. You guys just push straight to Lodz. Nice and simple. Sorted. We're around behind the Krakow defensive line. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Looks like everything is going to be fine and dandy. Not quite time for us to move to eastern Poland with our planes. Oh, there are actually some air supplies that could be done, of course, into the pocket. So we will do that. So how much are you actually giving? Can I see that? Oh yes, of course, it's rising because they've recently changed. I love this mechanic, by the way. You slowly gain efficiency as you kind of grow accustomed to a region. It's a very cool mechanic. Oh, the freaking Soviets have arrived in Warsaw. I wondered why it was such a slog. Okay. Are we going to get to Krakow before anyone of theirs do? Yep, don't even need to pin them. Our motorized, of course, being pocketed by the Soviets, but that won't be a problem. We can liberate them without too much difficulty. Oh, are we going to lose a tank division here? That would be a real shame. That's quite a lot of tanks we're going to lose. That is unfortunate. If you could stop attacking these tank divisions, then we could get them out. I don't know. I feel like you should be able to retreat into a enemy-occupied province if there are no enemy units in that province. I'm not seeing the path to liberating that tank division other than breaking Warsaw or getting this tile. And the only way, let's try this. The only way we get this tile realistically is if this defense wins. How long we got now? We still should be okay, but this is the Soviet influx of decent Soviet infantry is stymieing my plans to a certain extent. I'm not chuffed about that. So you guys come in here. I'm imbalanced on the generals. It's not the end of the world, really. Just take freaking Warsaw if you would, please, and then we'll have a push in the north with these guys. All right, we're very imbalanced now. Let's do something about that. Well, no, we can't really do something about it because we don't want to reissue orders. And if we unassign people, we'll have to. So yeah, there goes some of our tanks and some of our motorized infantry. But there you go. That's what could very easily have happened during the Ardennes push. Unsupported tank columns forcing their way forwards. It was an extremely risky strategy. Could have easily gone very differently and more like it is here. That's the excuse I'm running with. Has the advantage of over most excuses being true. No. So we've got them at 54%. We do need to take, I believe, Brest-Litovsk and Lvov, or however you say it, as well as Warsaw, obviously. See attack there. Get some support here. Okay, pushing in there is good. You guys can come up here. Get Grondo. Pocket the people around there as well. Excellent. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Nice. Should be okay. Let's get some more support on the Warsaw attack. Although if you're going to leave, I think I will merrily push you back. Forcing him from the north quite nicely. Although this wooded terrain is making it slower than I would really like. Guess I could rush deploy these tanks at some point. But not yet. I don't really want to have to rush deploy them either. But you guys just keep doing kind of full frontal down here. If you just grab this pocket on this guy, that would speed up that fight. Excellent. The battle for Warsaw is it's going to have cost us quite a lot of men. You know, 2 divisions lost. We're going to have some more sizable casualties in this war than I'm really proud of, but that's okay. We are playing on elite difficulty. We have a lot less men than we would normally. Did that reset their movement? Why'd that reset your movement? That feels like it shouldn't do that. Oh, the battle's ended. How many men did we lose trying to take Warsaw? Oh, that's not too bad. Only 2,000. There's army innovations. That's lovely. I think I will go straight for treaty with the USSR, and then we can just do oppose Hitler next. Because obviously I don't want to risk oppose Hitler firing while we're at war with Poland. We are going to use the trick that means the Civil War is a pushover, by the way. As I've said, this is a campaign where we're allowing ourselves these little you know, indulgences. Looks like Warsaw is going to fall to overrun. I'm going to pocket them here. That's excellent. Realistically, of course, when Warsaw is pocketed, that's where the nation would break. That's where the capitulation would come, probably. But they are very stubborn in terms of their stability and war support. So, yeah, war support right up there. So we will need to break them more comprehensively than perhaps would historically be necessary. But that's okay. We can get that done. Should be pushing straight on there. How long we got now? I'm feeling the pressure. I'm feeling the pressure of this time limit. It's quite fun. I'm enjoying it. You know, having to I mean, I know I'm not... I freely admit this invasion has not gone that well, but I'm enjoying feeling like I need to kind of rush. We could certainly reposition some of these planes. Haven't taken, of course, the Warsaw air base yet, but I think we might do better out of Krakow. Yeah, that looks like much more comprehensive coverage. It also means we could switch a couple of ground support units over here. Good. When you're doing a full frontal support like this, it's when CAS really comes into its element, in my opinion, because CAS is limited by how many it can have per battle by the combat width. So if you've got loads of combat width kind of actively engaged in combat, we're not winning fast enough. I've gone up to speed 3 just because I think that, you know, everyone, if all my units are in combat right now, then there's not a great deal more for me to do. Let's just take the victory points. Just focus hard on the victory points. We need to get this Warsaw pocket established, and then we're more or less good. Grabbing empty tiles out to the east, also valuable, because remember, contrary to what I think is probably popular opinion, empty tiles do have victory point values. No, not garrison. I need to disable somehow the hotkey for garrison, because I so frequently hit it, you know, because it's V, right? Oh no. What is it? V? V. Yes, it's V. And I so frequently hit it when I'm trying to hit B for strategic redeployment. If you could just grab an encirclement on those guys, that would be good. Okay, good. Pushing across here. Keep on going. And then if we could get up here behind them, maybe. That could work well. If you start weakening them, then once these guys break them here, we can snake in there. That would be good. Let's get some more frontage going on the Warsaw fight, if possible. I want to have as many angles of attack as possible on there, because we do have the numbers now. Come on, you must be able to break them here. Surely. Surely we can break them here. Oh, it's very tense. It's very tense. It could all come crashing down. I'd have to do it again, which I'd rather not do. But there's Lvov, and plenty of empty space behind it too. There's Brest-Litovsk. That might be enough if we can just get freaking Warsaw, which is easier said than done. But there we go, with 280 evadable frontage. Surely we can make a breakthrough here. Just don't let them retake anything. Keep grabbing all these empty tiles. Okay. You guys are all definitely nicely in range of Warsaw. Obviously, you've got great range. Actually, your efficiency would still be slightly better if we moved you up a little bit. Good, good. Okay, now you guys, break them behind Warsaw. Okay, we're finally breaking them behind Warsaw. Warsaw itself is beginning to crumble. Okay, okay. It's all coming up Nazis right now. Not that we're going to be Nazis for long, which is always good. Ooh, don't let Lwów fall again. Rushing in like this does muck with the AI sometimes because their frontline mechanics can't quite handle the rapidly expanding front. Okay, keep them broken. Good. Now an attack from behind. Excellent. 320. That's crazy. Alright, thus falls Warsaw, and with it, Poland. A thing of beauty. Pin them there, would you? Get a little bit of an overrun there. Keep going. Just make absolutely sure we're going to get enough to get the capitulation. They're stubborn. They're stubborn. They're still going at it, those darn Polska regiments. But to no avail. We will bring them low. Pin there. Pin there. Don't want to get this reopened. Good. Come on, it's one guy. Okay, thank you. Whew. It's a little close, wasn't it? So the options are, we could just take this and then puppet the rest, which would make our borders quite good. But I want to take it all. feel like we can make okay borders by having, you know, us own all of this, and then outside of like this region, we could have other stuff, you know, puppets and that kind of thing. This is EU4, of course. We'd be so pleased that we could satellite the Republic of Ukraine, because then we could, you know, vassal feed them all the Ukrainian land for low aggressive expansion. But this is a different game. So yeah, we just take it all ourselves. There we go. 37% world tension. Not even enough for a neutral power to join a faction. So that's the final war we're going to be able to get away with, because if you start justifying any others, the allies will have something to say about it, which means it's time to go back to speed 5 and get our civil war done. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the episode. The invasion of Poland went off more or less without a hitch. We did it in about 75% of the available time. Brilliant. Our resource situation is nice and secure. We've got all the rubber we could ever want. We're going to get oil from the Montanian oil fields. Lovely. See you in the next one. Bye.